Hey guys, it's Coach Joseph with Can-Am Football Academy. Um, I'm going to be providing some tips on recruiting over the next several weeks, and I feel it's important, especially as a Canadian athlete, is wanting to go down and play in the U.S. And get a scholarship. Uh, some athletes have the opportunity to go and play at a U.S. preparatory school and gain that exposure that way, but for a lot of kids it's not an option. So I felt it's important that I kind of give some tips on how to gain exposure without having to actually move down there and go to school in the States. I got an email from a kid out in Ontario wanting to gain exposure at a U.S. school, and I think he was doing this by doing like mass marketing through Facebook and Twitter. Specifically, it's kind of saying that, oh, I'm interested in X university. I have a couple of offers that I'm interested in X university, in your university. But as you look at further down the tweets, he was saying that to every university. So it's kind of like your statement kind of becomes kind of redundant, and coaches can see this, especially if they go on your accounts, and I know coaches do because they want to check the kind of character guys that they're recruiting. So really going mass email marketing and yourself is not really going to work, because for every kid it's emailing, there's like tens of thousands of kids emailing coaches and trying to get their attention that way, and tweeting them and Facebooking them. I mean, this is a great mode of communication, say, once you've made that initial contact with them, because once they know of you, that's a great way to stay in contact with them, because it's cheap and it's ineffective. But to make that initial contact, I mean, I think it's best to be communicated through either letter, phone call, or with your initial video. A lot of kids out there, they have those 5 minute clips, highlight clips on YouTube, and coaches aren't on YouTube recruiting kids and just watching YouTube videos, 5 minute clips of the highlights. The reason being because anybody can make themselves look good in that 5 minutes, right? They want to see a half of football. They want to see a full game. Some coaches want to see a couple of games to show that you're performing the same skills and you have that you're consistent with your play. So these 5 minute clips, yeah, it's a good little teaser, but you have to have at least a half a game on there so coaches can get a true look at your skill set. As well, another way to gain exposure is you can do as many unofficial visits. So say if you go down on vacation with mom and dad, call coach ahead of time, let them know that you're going to be in the area and you want to just come by and talk. Hand them your highlight film, as well as to see the campus. And I guess the last tip I would leave for today is instead of mass marketing yourself to every and any university, choose the school that you choose a set of schools that actually have the program that you want to take, that are within the desirable geographical location. Look at the reputation. Look at the amount of graduates, student athletes that actually graduate, and also look at the level of football, and compare that to your skill. If you're a D3 or NAIA guy, don't send mass emails to a Division 1A school, because you're kind of just wasting your time. I think it's just having a realistic approach of where you're at and your skill set is, and where you can actually play. So those are some tips that I would leave with you guys for today. Definitely, there's a lot of opportunity within Canada and the U.S., but if you're an athlete and you desire to play at the collegiate level, take a proactive approach and go approach the coaches and with a phone call or something where you have to kind of get out of yourself and to introduce yourself, as opposed to just sending out a random email, because generally coaches will get more emails than they can return, and it's going to kind of just go to the wayside. So that's my tip for today. This is Coach with Can-Am Football Academy, where we have motivation, commitment, motivation, and results. Take care.